Tiffany Henyard is now being labeled one of the most infamous mayors in America, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Check it out.
Well, for the first time in months, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and all 6 village trustees were in the very same room convening for a village board meeting.
Casey Quinnes is live there. And Casey, the night is just getting started.
That's right, Dawn and Scott. At this hour, several agenda items still haven't been touched. Tonight's meeting, as is par for the course, has consisted of a tug of war between Mayor Tiffany Henyard and several village trustees. Those 4 trustees, Kiana Belcher, Brittany Norwood, Jason House, and Tammy Brown, have been going head-to-head with the mayor since the village's dire financial situation was exposed. Tonight, it was revealed the village offices are even out of paper and ink, with the clerk noting that more supplies have been ordered. She added their vendor was waiting to get paid before fulfilling the order. Another long-fought battle has been where to meet. This meeting was held at the Park District building, a site that residents have been calling on Henyard to use more often, as there is more space and it allows more people to attend. About 50 people showed up tonight to watch the drama unfold. Henyard herself arrived 25 minutes late, something that did not go unnoticed by frustrated residents.
It's not our fault that Tiffany Henyard has become the most infamous mayor in America due to her inability to listen to reason.
Did we hear any plan about safety with the new police chief? Did we hear anything about guns violence? No, it's about protecting her. It ain't about protecting the village, period. The attorneys ain't about protecting the village. It's about protecting her.
A lot of y'all come to the podium and y'all talk about things that you got no concrete evidence of. All the energy that you guys place into me, I wish you would pour that into yourselves. And that means your lives, the love for your family members. If you pour that same energy into yourself, you will be so much further in life.
Well, the drama continues over there in Dalton. I don't think that she knows how to read the room, but more importantly, I think that it is their fault. It is the people over in Dalton's fault that you have Tiffany Henyard. Y'all had a record voter turnout rate, a record low voter turnout rate as usual. You had a record voter turnout rate, low voter turnout rate when she was elected mayor in the first place. And so I think that y'all get what y'all deserve. So I don't feel any sympathy for the people over in Dalton. I don't feel any sympathy for the people over in Chicago. I don't feel any sympathy for the people over there in Oakland. I heard that the recall was going on and it was popping over there in Oakland. So I don't feel any sympathy for any of these people. I think that they get what they deserve. And the fact that they don't even have paper is wild to me because the vendors don't want to deliver until you actually start to pay your bills. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, the mugshot of the man that ultimately killed the police officer in Chicago was released. Look at this demon. Before I even play the video, look at this demon. The community is messed up, bro. The community is messed up.
There are new details tonight in the murder of a Chicago police officer.
The 23-year-old is now facing charges in connection with the deadly shooting. Tia Ewing has been following this story. She joins us now live with the latest. Tia.
Well, Dawn and Scott, we actually just got his mugshot, and it's very interesting. We'll show it to you here shortly, but let's talk about what we've learned. 23-year-old Darren McMillan was already a convicted felon, and now he's facing 6 felony counts. One, obviously, for attempted murder of the officer that he dragged when he tried to get away from the scene. He's also facing first-degree murder charges for the killing of 26-year-old Chicago police officer Enrique Martinez. And let's show you that mugshot that I was just talking about.
That is insane. Honest to God, very few times on this earth have I looked at somebody and I say, that looks like a real life demon. I don't even understand how a person like this can exist for 23 years on this earth without at some point being assigned into an insane asylum. That looks insane. I'm not even comfortable looking at this on my screen. I almost feel like the demons is just showing on the screen right now. That is crazy, bro.
Learned yesterday of McMillan's long criminal history. The 23-year-old has been arrested.
Y'all think that he going through like withdrawals and stuff like that? Like, you know, now that he's had to sit down in jail and he can't get whatever it is that he's been taking outside on the street said now his body is starting to reject and he's going through some sort of withdrawal. That look crazy, bro.
For unlawful possession of a weapon and has a pending case out of Will County for possessing and manufacturing cannabis. Months ago, he tried cheating on his drug test. On October 16th, that's when he was placed on electronic monitoring and an ankle monitor was put on out of Will County. McMillan was the passenger in the stopped car Monday night in the 8,000 block of South Ingleside. When Officer Enrique Martinez and his partner approached the car, McMillan was reaching into a bag, and that's when the suspect pulled out a gun modified with a switch on it, able to fire off multiple rounds in just seconds.
After noticing McMillan in the front passenger seat reaching for a bag on the floor of the vehicle, Officer Martinez and his partner gave verbal direction for McMillan to stop reaching. At this point, McMillan produced a fully automatic handgun.
And then y'all be wondering why the police be so antsy and why in certain neighborhoods they need to be a little bit more proactive and a little bit more aggressive when they dealing with certain people, because it only take a split second before they get their hand on that gun that got switches on it, that's illegal, and then ultimately to eliminate that officer's life and then drag another officer under the car. Next thing you know, you got this monster taking mug shots and he foaming at the mouth. Man, listen, bro, I am 100% on the side of police officers. I don't care what the community say. I know what the statistics are. I know that most police officers are the ones that's getting maimed, killed, dragged, divorced, absolutely their lives destroyed. They don't sleep well. They have health problems. They just be trying to make it. If you make it to retirement as a police officer, it's a blessing. So, you know, I know. I talk to them. I speak to them. I've coached a lot of police officers in their finances and how it is that they can manage through their relationships, though they have different problems and things like that. And so I'm sympathetic to them, because every time we see one of these stories, you don't see the general public, you don't see the press, you don't see Black Lives Matters, you don't see Umar Johnson, you don't see any of these people that come to the aid of the families of the ones that are losing their lost ones by trying to make their community safer. And you got these monsters that's out here that only take a quick second. And then y'all keep talking about, we need more community relations. No. We need the criminals off the street. We need aggression. And we need to make sure that we keep our community safe so that your kids can walk to school like they used to back in the day without having any kind of problems. It's insane, bro. And then last but not least, Wall Street is reacting to Trump, and then the Fed is weighing an interest rate cut. Check it out.
President-elect Trump's victory spurred quite the surge on Wall Street. The Dow, S&P, NASDAQ all reaching.
Somebody say, Anton, the police don't care about us. No, the police don't care about you. Police love me. They love me. They love mine. I've never had a problem with police officers. I talk to them on a regular basis, and they always show me love. So maybe it's something wrong with you. If you keep saying that the police don't love us, no. Change that last word to you, to me. Police don't love me because I'm a criminal, because I'm an idiot, because I'm always doing something that I'm not supposed to do, and I'm always at the wrong place at the wrong time somehow. Change it to you, not to us, because the police love me. They love Time Dog out in these streets.
Record highs. Here to break down what it means for your money, including a decision on interest rates, a key decision that's expected later today. NBC's senior business correspondent, Christine Romans. Christine, good morning to you. So again, I mean, 401ks did very well yesterday. A lot of folks saw a lot of big gains. What can you tell us about what's driving the surge so far?
So this is enthusiasm about what a Trump administration will look like economic policy, which is tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts for business, means businesses can make more money. Deregulation, which means businesses can make more money. And of course, the stock market is a reflection of what companies are expected, how much money they're expected to make. So mass deportations, also part of his economic agenda. That could hurt some parts of the economy. Economists concerned about that. But at least for now, Wall Street just sort of leaning into the euphoria. I'll make the point, too. You've heard me talk a lot about how you need to be invested in the stock market, carefully for the long term. The stock market was up 68% the first time Donald Trump was president.
Listen, y'all, if you don't understand that we about bags and we about getting to the money, the whole reason why this is called the Millionaire Morning Show is because we always trying to figure out whether it's crime, whether it's the stock market, or whether it's business or politics, how it comes back down to the money and how we going to profit from it. If you did not have an upswing in your portfolio yesterday, then that means that you're not a chaser and you need to get involved. And so you need to tap into the Patreon. The link is in the description. We got Stock Club this weekend. Stock Club is this weekend. We realigning our portfolios to position ourselves for what is going to happen after January 20th when Trump takes office. And we are going to figure out which industries are going to benefit the most based off of his proposed policy and how we're going to run up a bag, because I believe personally that this will be a historic time. This will be the golden age of our time. You will have an opportunity to 100% blow the doors off your portfolio and run up. Run it up. At the very least, you need to be, I ain't even going to say what you need to be invested in. We're going to talk about it in Stock Club. There are certain ETFs that I think that you need to be invested in. There are certain companies that I think that you need to be invested in. There are certain industries that I think that we need to pay attention to. There are certain other things, other policies that we think is going to come through now that he controls the Senate, now that we know that we control in the House. We know that it's money on the table that needs to be taken, and we don't want it to go all to everybody else. We got to benefit from it. Listen, it's enough to vote. Once you get in a position, now we got to benefit from it. So the question that we have to have with ourselves now is, how do we capitalize off of the opportunity that's in front of us, and will we really make it count? Will we really? That's the question. All right, forget all of that. Let them women continue to cry the tears that they have because they can't continue to eliminate babies as a form of contraception. Cool. Let's go get to this money. Let's go get the money, all right? Some of us made enough money to go buy another Porsche yesterday. People were showing me some of their gains in their portfolio. I see y'all. I see y'all running it up.